Oh, Yumi. Okay, there we go. I was like, what is happening to my model? I'm just staring blankly at at everybody. That's so weird. Rip this Zeus fellow. Oh yeah. Can't believe that Zeus is like this. Good thing that I was never in love with him. I'd be pissed. I was scared for a second. I'm so sorry, baby. Oh, hi, Yumi. Hi, everyone. I love you, Umi. Ooh, I love you guys. Well, hi, Yumi. No, I'm the one who is fashionably late on time. Hi, Yumi. Hi, darlings. Hello. Are we here? Are we ready to talk shit about Zeus, the VTuber, or IRL Zeus? There's a Zeus VTuber? I don't think I know a Zeus VTuber. No, that's wild. I love the idea that there's like there's somebody out there who like would willingly put a VTuber name and then be like, did you know this person sucks? Like, that's wild. Okay. Anyway. Mythos. Oh, I'm not super. So I want you guys to know, I am not as I'm literally not as like VTuber pilled as you guys are. Like for me, I don't know everybody. There are way too many VTubers. And like also the stream schedule said that we were talking about Greek and Roman mythology today. So like but there's a lot of VTubers, and I can almost guarantee you the ones that I know about are probably the ones that I'm friends with. There's way too many VTubers. I can't even pretend that I know all of them that exist. So just assume, right? Just assume that unless I say it's specific, like it's a specific VTuber, like I say it's a VTuber, then I have no idea who you're talking about. But today we're gonna be talking about Greek and Roman mythology. We're gonna start with we're gonna get started with, we're gonna talk about my favorite one. Gotta watch the drama tubers. I'm gonna be honest with you, Aiden, I like don't care about any of that stuff. Like, I get it, it's quote unquote important to keep up with the news, but it's like the most valuable thing I've learned about being an entertainer is staying within your lane. If you do what you want to do and you stick to that, like try to work things out privately as much as possible. And if they don't get worked out privately, it's not always necessary to bring it to light. Like that's how I feel about it. And like I said, not always necessary, but like for the most part, I just try to stay in my lane. I don't really pay attention to a lot of stuff that goes down, mainly because like it's good for my mental health. I want to make sure that I'm able to be mentally strong to take care of you guys, and I want to make sure that I'm able to stream and still have fun. And like if I get too wrapped up in all that kind of stuff, I won't be able to focus on what matters to me, which is like, you know, being creative and stuff. So like, it's not that I think that having an opinion is bad, or like speaking up for yourself for something is bad, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, cause like you guys, if you guys know me, I will always say something, but like, I don't know. I want to have fun. I want you guys to have fun. So, anyway, so the news is a mood bringer downer, literally. Anyway, so to start, we're talking about Greek and Roman mythology today. So Greek mythology, if we want to get into like quick coverage of what it is, there are 12 main Greek gods. They are called Olympians. The main, like, so I guess like the main Roman gods, there will also be a Roman equivalent to that. So in Greek religion and mythology, the 12 main god, hold on, I think my BGM is really loud. The Greek, in ancient Greek religion and mythology, there are like 12 main gods called Olympians. You have Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Demeter, Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Ares, Hephaestus, Aphrodite, Hermes, and Dionysus. And then the Roman equivalent, so for Zeus is Jupiter, Juno is Hera, Neptune for Poseidon, Minerva for Athena, Mars for Ares, Venus for Aphrodite, Apollo is also Apollo, Diana for Artemis, Vulcan for Hephaestus, Mercury for Hermes, and Ceres for Demeter. And then what's it called? Oh shoot, hold on, I just dropped my phone. Oh my god. Okay, stay. Because he didn't have a Roman counterpart. I thought it was just the same. Like Apollo was also called Apollo in Roman mythology. But Dionysus's Roman equivalent is Bacchus. So anyway, no, Apollo is justice. Shut up. And then you have Hestia, and then Vesta. To go over who these people are quickly, Zeus or Jupiter, is basically like he's God, like the king of gods. Ruler of gods. Like he does lightning, thunder, the sky. He has a couple of siblings. I think he has a couple, like 2 brothers. He has 3 sisters. And his dad was like Saturn. And then this is in Roman mythology. And then his brother so I guess his brothers were Neptune and Pluto, so Poseidon and Hades. Why was it so hard to remember Hades? Okay, so Poseidon and I'm trying to like not get them mixed up because I'm trying to make sure I separate Roman and Greek names. But in Roman mythology, so Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto, all brothers. Jupiter is Zeus, Neptune, Poseidon, and Pluto is Hades. And then they divided the world with Jupiter claiming like the sky, the heavens. And so Romans saw him as like the protector of laws and stuff. And then what's it called? He is known, well, I guess like at the time. So when I was like Googling stuff last night to make sure that I got all my facts correct, because like I can talk about mythology if I go off memory, but I don't always want to be wrong, so I Googled it. And a lot of the time they were like Zeus was famous for having so many sons and daughters and with many different women and created so many gods and did all this good stuff. And I'm like, the whole time I'm sitting here going, Zeus is a filthy cheater. Zeus is a filthy cheater. Zeus is the filthy cheater. Cheater. Zeus sucks. Zeus is a cheater. Like he like literally, so because like if we want to talk about Zeus, right? Zeus was such a horny man. And like what's it called? I remember I saw this like discussion where like people were like why was like Zeus like always on the move, on the schmoove. And so yeah, he goes so far beyond being a cheater. I know, but like we're, you know, we're simplifying it. I remember the swan story. Oh, we'll talk about that. But like, so I guess like some people, like I guess like the best way to put it is if it breathed and moved, then Zeus probably fucked it. Like, I'm be real. Like because the thing is, right, when you think about Zeus as a whole, like Zeus was a like conquering god. So he would call, so a lot of like, I guess like the quote unquote reasoning was like Zeus was like a conquering god, and because he was conquering, in order to be able to claim the different parts of the universe as like part of his own personal domain, he would have to quote unquote mark his territory, like a dog pissing on the ground, like that kind of shit. And so he needed to like basically fladoodle with a bunch of different gods. You think ancient Greeks used Zeus possessed me as an excuse for adultery? Oh, probably. Like I can imagine the amount of people that were like, Zeus told me to do it. Zeus said to, like literally a man talking to his wife and goes, Zeus told me to. He said if I wanted this land, I had to sleep with her, honey, so we could live a better life. And honestly, there were probably people that believed it. They would marry someone and they would get turned on by another person and then go, oh my God, Zeus came over me. You know what I mean? But like, I think if you think, but at the same time, like, I don't think like, if I recall, like cheating was not too much of a concept. It was like, I guess like more quote unquote accepted, I guess. You know, so like, because if you think about who Zeus's first wife was, like I think her name was, was Metis. Hold on. Zeus first wife, Metis. Is it? Yeah, Metis. She was like the goddess of like wisdom and like crafting and like skills and shit. And so like, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if he did that, and then like being with her, he was like, oh, the wise thing to do would be fuck everything and I own the world. Who was worse, Zeus or Poseidon? Ooh, we'll talk about Poseidon. So Hera in Greek. No, Hera was not Zeus's first wife. Because what's it called? Zeus. So if we want to talk about the story of Zeus and Hera, so hold on, I need water. So like I guess, hold on, where do I start with? Hold on, where do we start with the story of Zeus and Hera? Okay, so hold on, there's so much. Okay, I guess if we talk about it with his birth, yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the best place to start with. How about the beginning? Yeah, in the beginning. Okay. So like just in general, if you don't know who Zeus is, or Zeus, Hera is like the queen of the gods. She was worshipped as like what is it? Like the goddess of like marriage, the goddess of like women and like family. And then she would also be like considered like you would pray to her so that way you would have a good childbirth, like you wouldn't die, because like dying during childbirth was fairly common. What is the word that I want? A protector, a kind of. Yeah, and so you know, Hera was kind of like yo, it was like, yo, Hera, like I'm about to have a baby, please make sure I don't die, because that shit would suck. So like if anyone is curious about what I guess what's it called, of rulership, is it? I only remember like the effeminate parts of Hera, but basically Zeus, like, so what's it called, like Hera and Zeus, so in order to be with Zeus, oh my god, Hera, I keep talking in backwards, but basically Zeus overthrew his like father, and so his father was Saturn, or I guess in Greek it's Cronus, since we're using Greek mythology names. He, after he like defeated his father, Zeus and his brothers, Hades and Poseidon, that's when they started to like rule, like decide on how they would divide the worlds. Obviously Hades is the god of dead. Poseidon is ruler of like ocean, and then Zeus was like, yo, the sky. And then oh my god, yeah, boo Kronos, boo stinky. And so and then Olympus, or I guess like the land, would be their neutral standpoint. And then because Zeus had the most power, he had the like, he was basically able to be I guess the most powerful because he was a sky god. Sky god is so weird. A god of the sky. And basically he could like look down below and act and like be able to look at whoever and be like, oh, she's hot, let's bang, as much as possible. Yeah, land was neutral ground. And excuse me, I'm grabbing more cough drops because when I get really excited my throat starts to hurt. So and because he was a god, like obviously no one can resist him and everything. And so like his first wife was Metis, and so like, and that was really complicated because when he was with Metis, the goddess of wisdom, their child was Athena, who is my favorite Greek god, who I'll talk about more later because I love Athena and I love getting to talk about her. Do you think Zeus would spawn camp? No, because he doesn't need to. because he can see everything. So, basically, but like, okay, Zeus, like, does everyone know what Zeus did to Metis? Does everyone know this? I need to know if like the chat actually knows this part. Because this shit's weird. You do not? Okay. So Zeus ate his wife, the first wife, Metis, goddess of wisdom. Just before she gave birth. No. This is wife eating, not child eating. We're not there yet. And so just before she gave birth to Athena, Zeus ate Metis. Yeah, ate her. Ate. Like literally, if you Google it, the word they used is swallowed. They swallowed. Swallowed. And so because Zeus was a weenie, okay, and he was like, oh my god, when Athena is born, she will be able to overthrow me and get me off the throne. What's the word? Dethrone? Is that it? And yeah, fucking vor, you guys. That shit existed for so long. And so Athena, in order to allow Athena to like live, Zeus produced her basically without Metis, and Athena was born from his forehead. His forehead, you guys. Forehead. And she was a fully grown ass like woman. A fully grown woman. Crazy. So, yeah, she sprang out from that man's forehead. His thigh? No, I'm pretty sure it's his forehead because, wisdom and shit. Also, hi, Link. Had a splitting headache, bashes his head to get relief from the pressure, and out pops Athena. Yeah, basically. I thought it was his brain. Well, I guess like brain forehead area. Think of it that way. And so, in like, I guess like, basically the way, so I actually had to Google this because I wanted to make sure, because I just remembered the birth from brain part. But basically, I think it was Zeus had to go to Hephaestus and go, yo, there's a thing in my forehead. I need you to get this shit out. And so Hephaestus took like a cleaver or like an axe or something, or a sword, and chucked it, like basically like split Zeus's forehead open, like C-section to the forehead. And then Athena was born, and she was like fully discovered, I guess, like fully armed, I guess, like fully produced. And but because Zeus ate Metis, he had then gained wisdom, which is like what I was talking about earlier about how, because he swallowed her. like, that probably has to do with the fact that, like, that probably is how he, like, thought of, like, oh, in order to take over the lands, I have to sleep with everybody. Yeah, fully developed. Zeus's second wife was Themis. And fun fact, I got really into Themis because, they talk about Themis and Ace Attorney. Olympians were siblings, including, I haven't yet. We're talking about all of his wives first. We're talking about that. We just finished talking about the C-section. That was the forehead C-section. I guess it wouldn't, is it really called a C-section anymore? A forehead section of this man, of like this, of Athena being born from this forehead, or foreign, I guess is correctly. Yeah, a Z section. Yeah, exactly. Easy. Hold up. I should put a picture of Zeus on the screen. Hold on. I need to find a good picture of Zeus. Maybe we'll do like the statue, so that way it's like more immersive. You know what I mean? You know, we can really get in there. Oh, here we go. This is a good picture. Hold on, I gotta verify that I'm a real shark. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. Because I grabbed a picture of Athena because I was really excited to talk about Athena as well. Okay, here we go. This is Zeus. He's not naked, you just see his feet. Yeah, this is Zeus. Everybody say hi. Everyone say hi, Zeus. Hi, Zeus. Okay, anyway. His second wife was Themis, and Themis was the Greek goddess of law and order and justice. Or like, I guess divine law, divine order, something like that. Basically they had, wait, 1, 2, 3, I guess they had 6 kids. They had 6 kids together. They had the god of seasons, peace, justice, and then the 3 fates. If I recall correctly. I don't remember their names. So if you know their names, please tell me, because I don't remember what they are. I could Google them, but that's okay. I have to blow my nose. 1 second. Okay. So they had 6 kids. Which was, so the seasons, peace, justice, and the fates. And then but Zeus was like interested in Demeter, who didn't give a shit about Zeus. And this is what we were talking about when if you came to my birthday donathon, we talked about this, where Zeus turned into a bull. And to trick her. And wait, is it Demeter, or is it, yeah, no, it's Demeter. Yeah, no, Is it Demeter? Hold on. Does anyone remember? Does anyone know? Can anyone like clarify for that for me? But he turned into a bull. And basically Zeus was a freak, literally. Is it Demeter? Oh no. Okay, because wait, hold on. Is it Demeter? It's either Demeter or Europa, but I can't remember which one it is because I'm going off of memory. If someone can like Google it, that'd be really sick. Either way, he turned into a bull. It's Europa. Okay, it's not Demeter. That's my bad. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah. Okay, so it was Europa. Okay, so then he turned into a bull. And basically okay, also in case anyone didn't know, Zeus is like a shape shift. Holy God. Basically Zeus fell in love with Europa and wanted to take her away from the family, but then like Zeus turned into a bull to trick her, basically. And so so like she was like a yeah. And then basically she like got on his back, and then he jumped into the sea and then carried her away. And and then like Europa's dad was so sad that like he sent her brother, and then so Cadmus like went all over the world to find Europa, but couldn't find Europa. But you know what he did find? The alphabet. And so you know what? I think that's fine. Who needs to find Europa? You can find the alphabet. Yeah, you win some or you lose some. What? No, I'm so serious. That's what happened. So because oh my God, that's so funny. Because Zeus took Europa, because that's, I mean, obviously like the continent of Europe is named after Princess Europa, or I think she was a princess. Yeah, Europa. Basically her brother, his name was Cadmus. He got sent out to go find her by their dad, but he went everywhere looking for her, but obviously he couldn't find her. But and then he found instead the alphabet, the Greek alphabet. He said, "Dad, I couldn't find her, but you know what I found that could make up for it? The alphabet." And it was like, yo. Like that is the vibe. That's what happened. Yeah, so like and then that's how we also got, Minos. If anyone doesn't know who Minos is, Minos was like a warrior, and so I think what was it? Because like Minos was Are we doing the Minotaur fursuit story? I'm not trying to divulge too much into it because we're trying to get through all of Zeus's wives. Because Zeus had 8 billion wives and 8 billion children. But Europa and Zeus had 600 children. No, I'm kidding. They had Minos, which was basically the king of Crete. I don't know how to pronounce this person, but like they had another kid who was the ruler of like some islands. And then they had another kid. And then basically later on she married Asterius. And who was like the king of Crete or whatever. But anyway, that's like different. But anyway, we're going back to Zeus. I feel like calling them Zeus's wives is being too generous. Yeah, but like I don't want to call them like expeditions. I feel like calling them like oh, Zeus is like expeditions, or like Zeus's, you know, like just like calling him like anything but wives is kind of like too much. You know what I mean? You know, lovers, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I guess partners. I think partners implies some kind of equality. Cause like I'm okay with, because the thing is like I'll be like, yo, you want to talk about the people that Zeus fucked? That's like so like I'm comfortable saying that. I might just say that instead. So we're talking about the people that Zeus fucked. Anyway, what's it called? After Themis, who was he married to? Mnemosyne? I never say her name right. But she's like the goddess of memory. I got really into her because there's an anime called Ran Daughters of the Mnemosyne, and I love that anime. Really got into it. Anyway, like if you like that anime, props to you. I'll give you a kiss if you like that anime. So historically, I think they called them Zeus' conquests. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's also kind of fucked up. But Rin, so good. I love Rin. So good. Anyway, that was his next wife, and they had I think their kids were the muses. So Calliope, Terpsichore, Erato, Thalia, Urania. Who are the other 4 that I'm missing? Calliope, Terpsichore, Erato, Thalia, Urania. Cleo, I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm missing 3 more. I might Google it. Hold on a second. Who are the 9 muses? I don't remember their names. I'm so sorry. Okay. The 9 muses were Urania, which is astronomy, Polyhymnia, which is hymns, Melpomene, Melpomene, tragic theater, Thalia, which is comedic theater. I should have known the tragic theater one. I did an entire thing on it. Clio, which is history. Calliope, which is epic poetry. Euterpe, which is song and it says elegiac poetry. Terpsichore, dance, and erato, which is lyrical poetry. Okay. Okay, there we go. I was missing like 3 of them. Not bad. Anyway, so they had the 9 muses. And and then he had like a bunch of what's it called? Consorts. I learned that word recently. Shout out to Apothecary Diaries. Anyway. Anyway, he had a bunch of consorts too. Like that's one of his I think what like because Artemis and Apollo are also Zeus's kids. And then who else? Because like even though he had Metis, Nimazine, and like wait, I said Metis, Themis, and Nimazine, and then is it like Leto, I think is their name. And then like before like getting to Hera, like there was like so many, you know, so because it was like Metis, Themis, Demeter, Nimazine, you have Europa, Leto. But then like by the time he got to Hera, I guess like that was his more like long-lasting relationship, because what's it called? Basically the way they got together, right, was he wasn't good at, he didn't he had literally 0 flirtation skills, right? So basically he turned himself into a sad bird. Like he turned himself into a sad bird when Hera did not give a fuck. And then when Hera then took like what's it called? When Hera Hera felt bad about the bird. Oh, good night. Like when he felt like Hera felt bad about this bird because Zeus turned into a sad bird, and then she held it close to her, her chest, and like was like, oh my gosh, little bird, I'll take care of you, yo, okay. And then Zeus was like, I'm Zeus, and turned back into Zeus or whatever, and then had fun with her. I'll say with that, he had fun with her. And then because Hera felt so bad, she decided to marry him. So they had a really big ass wedding. Hera was really jealous, like what's it called? Like, I don't know. Like Hera what's it called? Not just animals. One time he turned into, yeah, no, Zeus would turn into anything because he was so bad at seduction. Like if you hear about, like when you think about all these stories, a lot of these people turned him down. Like, can you imagine being the god of everything and then being still so uncharismatic that people still turn you down? Like, you should be able to just be like, I'm the god of everything, and then that's like hot. But no, he was so like, he was absolutely uncharismatic. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, isn't that insane? And like their marriage was like, I guess like the best way to put it was like they were like really unhappy together. Excuse me. Excuse me. Like, I'm like simplifying it down, but when you think about it in like in all of it, like Zeus is so bad at just like literally no flirting, no skills. All you had all you had to be was like, hi, I'm the king of the gods. Would you like to go on a walk with me? And like he's probably going up to these girls going like, look, also thank you for the cake, Ego. So, you know, but they had what's it called? Because like basically a lot of like mythological stories that exist about Zeus are where he finds mortal women to you know, slap Doritos with, and then they like create heroes. And like there's a lot of heroes that exist, but like the mom was never almost never Hera. Like Heracles, Perseus, Minos, like Minos we talked about already. Like what's it called? Who else was freaking Zeus's kids? Like Apollo, Artemis, Athena we talked about with the forehead C-section, you know? And like, but like Hera and Zeus did have their own kids. Like they had the god of war, Ares, and the Ares, the goddess of childbirth, and there was another one. I think it's like the god of youth, I think it is. And then what's it called? I think like I think Hephaestus is also a Zeus kid. I think so. Yeah, Hermes was also one of his children. Hi, Brooksy. And so like if we made like a family tree, like it would probably be just like a lot of Zeus in there. Like Zeus said, I will fuck here, and Zeus and like let me think, hold on. I'm trying to think. What would a Zeus family tree look like? It would just be like a lot of inserting Zeus, because like, so you had, I don't know, it would be really complicated. Actually, I would love if someone drew that. That'd be so funny. That'd be really funny to read that. If someone can Google it, or can someone Google it and put it in Time for Umi, in the what's it called? In Time for Umi, so that I can read it. Hephaestus was Hera's son alone, no father. She birthed him out of spite for Athena's birth. Yeah, I know that that's why I said like like Yeah, because it's just like, because Hera did a lot of stuff to get back at Zeus. Like, if you think about it, like Hera tried to kill Heracles, or I guess Hercules. Basically, I know, like, if you watch the Disney movie, it's a really good reference, but if you watch the beginning of Hercules, the Disney movie, in Hades sends Pain and Panic to go kill Hercules after he turns mortal. And because they were unsuccessful and he still remains strong, there's a small frame where Pain and Panic shapeshift into two snakes. And if you don't know this story, Hera actually had it arranged for snakes to go kill Heracles while he was still a baby. And this was because Heracles was born to Zeus and another woman, and Hera was really jealous. But because Heracles was super strong, he killed both of the serpents. Oh, you're fine, Plasma. Have a good one, honey. So I thought that was a really good reference. It's really easy. It was like really easy to like miss that reference if you don't know that, but I thought it was really cool. Basically, and yeah, she absolutely hated Heracles, which is so funny because she loves him so much in the Hercules movie. And so like she literally hated him so much, because he was like I guess the embodiment of like Zeus's infidelity. And so like it was to like the point that she was like literally like making him crazy. Like instead of like trying to kill Heracles, she makes him like suffer instead and drives him to madness. So like Heracles eventually then like killed his wife and his kids. And like Hera was crazy. Yeah, Hera was like unhinged as fuck. Like, don't get me wrong, I have respect for Hera. I have respect for Hera, but she's tried to kill like Dionysus. And we mentioned Dionysus earlier. Dionysus is like the god of like festivities, like festivals and wine and just like alcohol, you know. And he was a son born through another mortal from Zeus, and Hera tried to kill him when he was a baby with Titans, and the Titans were going to like eat him or whatever, and then Zeus scared the Titans away. But the thing is, by the time that Zeus like got rid of him, they had like eaten everything from Dionysus except his heart. So Zeus then used his heart to like remake Dionysus by putting the heart in the womb of basically so if you guys remember Cadmus, Europa's brother, and then so like his daughter, Zeus puts Dionysus's heart in like the womb of Cadmus's daughter, and then when Dionysus is born again, he grows up and becomes a god. So that's fun. Aphrodite's birth. Yes, Aphrodite's birth is super funny. I'll talk about that in a second. Hera. Who else did Hera try to kill? Oh, Echo. she Echo's like a she's like a nymph. And she was like super beautiful. She was super beautiful, and like basically basically Zeus like was like, yo, Echo, I need you to distract my wife so I can go fuck. And then Hera found out, and she got super mad. Obviously I would be super mad too. And then she put a curse on her that she can only speak the words of other people, which is how we get the word echo. Like and so because of that story itself, like that's how we get like echoes. So like if she heard the word hello, she could say hello, and then she'd be like, and then they'd be like, who is that? And then she'd be like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Super fun. And then Io, Hera, if I recall correctly, Hera almost caught Io with Zeus, but Zeus turned her into a cow. And then but then Zeus was like, yo, no, Hera, I got you this cow as like a gift. Yo, here's a gift, it's a cow. And then once Io was a cow, she was looked after, I think it was by Argus. And Argus had to make sure that Io, like the cow, and Zeus were never together. And then Zeus was like, yo, Hermes, I need you to kill Argus so that I can free Io. And what's it called? I thought Argus was the cow. No. So like Zeus turned his like his consort, his mistress, into a cow, and then Argus had to look after the cow. And then Hermes killed Argus, and then Hera, and then like they like freed Io, and Io went back to Earth and whatever. And then Hera decided to constantly surround her with like flies and like disease, so that way, you know, it would bother the shit out of her. Some crazy shit, really. There's a whole plot. Yeah, I wasn't sleeping with women, honey. I'm just standing very naked next to this cow because I'm very into cows. Remember that time I turned into a bull? It's not any different, I promise. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember what I said, but you know, it'd be really fun. Sorry, this is really random. But if we hit 300 members, or 350 members, actually no, 350. Let's do 350. 350 members, I should get a cow bikini art. That'd be really fun. We should do that. Also, Pixels, thank you for the gifted membership. You doing that gave me the idea. So, thank you for that. And thank you also for the membership. I should get cow bikini art. That'd be sick. So let me switch this to 350. Cowkini. Yeah. So we are currently at 292 members. When we hit 350, I'll get Cowkini art. All that just to explain cows stink and attract flies. I love Greek mythology, but it's so wild. Oh, yeah. I think it's so funny. So funny. So, Denny, thank you for the gifted Cowkini outfit too. When, yo, okay, if we get like 1,000 members by the end of the year, I will consider a Cowkini outfit. Hey, thank you for the gifted membership. Because outfits are really expensive. So if we hit like 1,000 members or something by the end of the year, I will get a Cowkini outfit as our 3.0, yeah? I'll get a Kalkini outfit, and I'll look into also getting what I wanted my 3.0 to be, because I really wanted to do. I also really wanted to get Goth Girl Umi. Oh, I actually my cat. Okay. Also, if you guys got gifted membership, make sure to say thank you. Do gifted members count? Yeah, absolutely. They will always count. I was trying to find a simple Olympian family tree is so hard, right? I know. That's why I asked. That's why I was asking you guys. I was asking you guys to do it because I was like, oh man, if I sat down to try to figure that out, that'd be so hard. But there's also 2 more people. So, well, I mentioned Leto earlier, but basically the story of Leto is, Leto had twins, Artemis and Apollo. And after they were born, Hera was pissed, and so she sent like a snake monster thing to go hunt the twins. But then Apollo, like, as an adult, was like, fuck you, and then like killed it, and basically was like, oh, I deserve. Oh, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Okay, we are now 51 away from Kalkini art. But he was like, yo, I deserve a temple. And then Hera sent like another thing to like attack Leto, but then like was killed by Apollo and Artemis. And then yeah, you know, paying it forward. Hey, that's really nice of you. And make sure you guys get it. If you got gifted membership, make sure you say thank you. Hey, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you guys. Gods are cruel. Oh, 100%. 100%. And then you have like, I think it's Lamia. Hera was jealous and then turned her into a monster. And then once she turned into a monster, she killed her kids. But then like I guess there's also another story where like Hera killed her kids instead. But then Lamia was so sad that she turned into a monster. And then Hera also put a curse on her too, and saying that she could never close her eyes. And Hera was like, yo, I want this to happen. I want you to never close your eyes because I always want you to be able to think and picture your dead kids. And then Zeus was like, oh, that sucks. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the ability to take out your eyeballs. Here's a good fix. You can take out your eyeballs so you can rest. And then she'd be able to put her eyeballs back in. So if she wanted to sleep, she'd take the eyeball out. If she wants to wake up, she'd put the eyeball back in. Hera's so petty. I think she's the first yandere. She's the first yandere. You know? Because like I'm trying to think, like you have like and like we've been vaguely mentioning this, but because we are just talking about Zeus right now, but like a lot of these gods are siblings, like Hestia, Hades, Zeus, Hera, Demeter, Poseidon, and Aphrodite, siblings. Hera birthed Hephaestus on her own because she was mad about Zeus going, yo, I'm a birth Athena from my forehead. And then Zeus had Persephone with Demeter. Zeus had Ares with Hera. Zeus also had Apollo and Artemis with Leto. And Zeus also had like Dionysus, and like there's so many. Yeah, all of them related. So Hera must be the goddess of jealousy. Hera is the goddess of well, so Hera is technically the goddess of marriage, women, and like family, but one of her astounding and most notable traits is her jealousy and her rage, and I think that's nice. And she's a very vengeful nature about her. So like with the way that she likes to deal with people who upset her. And you know what? I get that. From one yandere to another, I understand. So Stephanie is Zeus's and Demeter's kid. Yeah, that's what I said. Are you having a she's like me for real moment? Yeah. Look, yandere be yandere. Know what I mean? You know what I mean? But since it was brought up, Aphrodite's birth, I'm gonna talk about that really quickly. So, there are two, if I recall correctly, there are two different versions of like how Aphrodite was born. Goddess of marriage being cheated on, she was angry. Zeus could have never known. I know, it's like it could have been completely prevented. We still on Zeus? Yeah. But okay, so basically Aphrodite so Aphrodite, ew, Brooksy. So the two versions, there's one version basically where she was born from sea foam, and then the other version where she's the child of Zeus and Dione. So that's like the two versions of Aphrodite's birth, but the one that I'm going to tell is how she was born from sea foam. So in Greek mythology, there is a god named Uranus, and he is like the personification of like heaven. And keep in mind also that Aphrodite is Zeus's sibling, so the way she was born, so there's the Greek word aphros, which means foam, and that's where this comes from. So her name is Aphrodite. And so they say Aphrodite was born from the quote unquote sea foam of Uranus's dick. And yep. That's the easiest way to put it. when you look at the ocean, when you see sea foam, that's Uranus's semen. Like basically Cronus, because we've all collectively agreed that we hate Cronus. He cut off his son, he cut off Uranus's dick and threw it in the ocean, and then cum came out of it, and that's how Aphrodite was born. Y'all can't say anything. I am literally a shark. I live in the ocean. I live here. I have to deal with that. Yeah, it's so bad, but it's so funny. Like, can you imagine telling your kids, like, like, can you imagine telling your kids, oh yeah, so this is how mommy was born. So your grandpa your great grandpa cut off your grandpa's dick and threw it in the ocean. Oh God. But Aphrodite's really cool. Very genuinely, I really like Aphrodite a lot. She was also like, because of this, she was also like considered a goddess of the sea, and like what's it called, for like, she was also the goddess of it was like goddess of the sea and like goddess of like I guess like maritime or something, whatever, I don't know, like just basically the ocean. And then she was also considered like revered, I guess, as like an honor, as like a goddess of war as well, by a couple places. Yeah. But she's mostly known as the goddess of fertility and love, I guess. And sometimes she presided over marriage when Hera was like on her bullshit. The sea is the ultimate mother. I know. I wonder where I learned it from. And even though like, I guess like, what's the word? Even though she was known for these things, like she actually, her follower, like the people who followed Aphrodite and revered Aphrodite were actually very tame, even though a lot of people tend to think that the people who revere Aphrodite are very raunchy. But her followers tended to be very like meek, very like disciplined, and very strict. And so like, and then she had like a lot of mortal lovers, as they do. Like she was like the mother of Adonis, you know, so yeah. But yeah, that, like Aphrodite was actually really cool. Like what's it called? Aphrodite was also like a really angry lady. She would just punish anybody if she was upset at them, much like Hera, much like any god, really. Oh, hold on. Whoa, what just happened? My audio is like suddenly disappearing. Hello? Test. The roses are red in the, yes, I was actually just about to talk about that. I wanted to talk about first her how she got mad at Hippolytus, because what's it called, like if what's it called, they were like I'll have a good one. But basically, like, I guess, like, just quick TLDR, she got so mad at him because Theseus' son became a devotee, like, it became, like, a devout, like, follower of Artemis, and, like, shunned, like, sex and whatever, and it made Aphrodite really mad, and because he didn't worship her or worship Aphrodite enough, and to get back at him, she caused his death, like, by making his stepmom Phaedra fall in love with him. And so there's that. You know, how is that fatal? Basically, it was like, I mean, like, I guess, like, the best way that I can describe it is basically like, Phaedra was so, like, in love with him that she became, like, physically ill. Like, it was to the point where, like, she was suffering so much that she just decided to die. And so in order to save her, so, like, I think it was like a nurse or something, or like a caretaker told him to try to reciprocate. But he's so disgusted by it that it humiliates his the stepmother. And so like, basically, like, because she doesn't want to admit that she's in love with her stepson, she dies. And then Theseus gets really upset, and, like, she also leaves a note for Theseus, saying, like, accusing Hippolytus of, like, attacking her. And so as a result, Theseus was really upset. Or no. As a result, because Theseus was really angry, he has, like, 3 wishes from his dad, who's Poseidon. He asks Poseidon to kill Hippolytus. And so Poseidon then sends a sea monster to torture Hippolytus. And then basically he dies because the monster, like, terrorizes the boat, or no, it was like a chariot, or maybe it was a boat, I can't remember. And basically, because he's trying so hard to gain control of everything, he gets wrapped up in, like, I think it's a chariot, because I think what happens is, like, trying to grab, like, the horse reins, he ends up getting dragged to death or something like that, or he gets strangled to death because of I don't remember. But he dies. That's basically what you need to know. It was a chariot. Okay, yeah, so it was a chariot. And like, Poseidon sends a monster to go torture Hippolytus, and, like, because Hippolytus ends up getting entangled, like, gets tangled up in all of, like, the horse reins and stuff, like, he ends up dying and getting dragged to death. And like, and so, like, and then, like, his brother's like, yo, dad, Phaedra, like, made that up. That did not happen. And yeah, that's how he died. What were we talking about? Aphrodite. Why do I know so much about these? So a long time ago, I really enjoy so like I guess like at the latter half of my what's it called? Of my, like, when I was a high schooler, this was a really long time ago. So when I was a high schooler, when I was in acting school, I got really into Greek mythology. And when I was taking an acting class, I took like a movement course where we had to learn how to tell stories through movement without using any words, obviously. And in Greek theater, you use a lot of you have like tragedy and comedy and stuff like that, as I briefly mentioned at the beginning of stream. And I loved it. I'm massive into storytelling, and taking that class really emphasized how powerful stories can be told, not just through words. And no, not interpretive dance. Like literally, like think of a state, like literally think acting, but there's no script. Like the entire script is movement. So like it's not dancing. I'm not a dancer. It's like very genuinely just called movement. So like the actors don't get spoken word. Like maybe there's like a monologue over top. Like old silent film, kinda. But like, I guess like so I guess like the best way to describe movement is when the actors move on the stage and like it communicates to the audience, like the story and the dialogue based on the movement, and the effect of just doing movement for drama, is like portrayed, and usually using just physical helps a lot with learning the value of physical characterization. And so like, are you allowed to shout? No. That's the point of movement. So like movement literally like refers to, do you know how I'm always talking about communication? Communication can also be taught through physical. Like, do you need something? And you point, like that kind of stuff. You don't like something, facial expressions. Movement refers to how we use our body to communicate a character and a personality, using facial expressions, posture, gesturing, physical timing, energy levels, direction. It is literally story told through stylized movement. I honestly, I don't know how to describe it to you guys any other way than just that. If you guys are very genuinely curious about it, I definitely recommend searching up what is known as commedia dell'arte. It is basically an early form of theater. It's like originated Italian theater, but basically it is experience yourself kind of thing. No, it's not because the experience of yourself kind of thing. It's more so like I cannot describe it any other way than the way that I am describing it to you guys right now. And unfortunately, I lack the ability to convey to you with just a VTuber model what movement is, because I am limited by a model. Unfortunately, I can't give you examples. I don't want to because it's not charades. It's very genuinely like theater and story told through movement. And I think the best way to start researching it or understanding what it is starts with commedia dell'arte, because that's so like that's where actors will put on a mask, and then and more of the characters are defined by their movements rather than words and expressions. And so it's told through posture and gesture, and like, because like, for example, like if an old man walks on stage, and like, let's say the actor's not like a senior citizen, he's not like in his like 80s, right? 80s, 90s, but like he's like leaned over and he's like walking with a cane, and he's like got his hand on his back and he's shuffling across the stage because of the way he is shaped, because of the way his posture is, and the way that he's using a slower energy level, like he's moving slowly across the stage. That itself is movement. Because he's conveying that actor is conveying a type of story, that actor is conveying a type of movement and telling you what the character is without having to say any words. Or like a very pompous woman, maybe her shoulders are more back, maybe her nose is upturned, maybe she walks more with her hips and she takes long strides. It's a lot of being able to convey a character and tell a story with that character just in movement alone, which is very necessary, especially for things like comedy and tragedy, to tell a story. So it's not necessarily like charades, where charades is like you're trying to get people to guess a word. This is like actually, let's talk about you guys, right? How you guys walk through the world. When the way people talk about like resting bitch face, right? Or like that emo kid who sits in the corner. You know exactly who they are based on the way their facial expression is, the way they walk, and the way they sit, and the way they hold themselves. Take that in real life and move it to theater, and that is movement. I wouldn't call it mimicry as much as it is like creator, like as like character creation. You know, like if someone was on stage and their arms were crossed, they're like really slouched, and like their back is leaned, but their pelvis is leaned forward, and they're like walking really slowly. You could probably tell that like you would probably think like, oh, that character's kind of like an emo kid, especially if they have the hood up, like a hood up or something, right? You know, that is movement. And I wish I could describe it more, and I wish I could describe it better, but like, you know, stage movement very genuinely, how walking with confidence can make people believe you're important or belong places. Exactly. It is exactly that. It's like, did you wear character masks? Yeah, I did. I mean, like for my movement class, we didn't need to, because we were actually using facial expressions, but like I was using Commedia dell'arte as an example for a starting point for anybody who is curious and wants to research theatrical movement. Because literally movement defines a character through body language, gestures, and movements. And an actor can convey a character's emotions and thoughts by the way they stand, walk, and use their body to reveal aspects of their dialogue or their personality or their wants and their goals, to help the audience understand them without relying on dialogue. It's why like in theater you need to have such large movements, because if you're just acting with your face, no one's gonna know what you really want. You have to move your body and tell a story with also your body, so everybody can see it and everybody can feel it. So like when you think about movement, and this has gone from Greek mythology to theater. I mean, I guess it's kind of related, but when you think about movement, you need to think about how much space you take up, the shape of your body, you know, the flow of how you move through the space, how much time it takes. Like, are you slow? Are you fast? The levels of that based on your emotions and how much force you drive your character is driven with, or that you are driven with. You know, so kind of like reverse opera. I think that the smartest thing that you can do for yourself is stop comparing it to other things and other forms of theater, and just do general research on its own, just because like it is an aspect of theater, it is an aspect of storytelling and acting, but it is not necessarily it's not necessarily like something that I can compare it to, unless we're just talking about commedia, because commedia is the only one that I can think of. Maybe like kabuki theater as well, but because it's so reliant on movement. And so I just because I don't want to diverge too much from the topic of like the stream, if you are curious about what that means and theater in on itself, and want to I guess like explore more about what it means to tell a story with physicality, I highly recommend looking up theatrical performances where they just don't speak, they just tell stories and move with their bodies. And also like look up like commedia theater and stuff like that, because I think it's like really I personally think it's like really a good way to get into understanding story, I guess. I don't know. I think when you are able to tell stories more than with just your words, the power that you hold in your hand is amazing. It's why dance is so cool, because like they're just telling stories with dancing. They're not like they're not speaking, they're just dancing, and you can tell all of their emotions and stuff. But like movement, there's no like, they're not dancing, there's no pirouettes or like grand jeté, like there's none of that, you know. Like I couldn't even tell you how to do that. Like I couldn't even tell you how to do that. But anyways, quite literally show don't tell. Yeah, basically. Oh, thank you for the jono. I guess it's kind of, I guess theater does go hand in hand with Greek topics. So it's not too off topic. So I hope you learned something new today. All pantheistic gods are symbols of virtue or representations of events. Actually Macedonian, not Greek. 12 trials of Hercules. The key is what it all is. Yeah, but we're just talking, I mean, what's it called? Thank you for the donut. But what's it called? We're literally I think this stream was just like us talking mad shit about Zeus. That's kind of what this stream is. But anyway, what's it called? Because we mentioned red roses for Aphrodite. Basically, the summary of Aphrodite and Adonis. Oh my gosh, I have to blow my nose. Basically, Adonis was this mortal that Aphrodite was in love with. And, no, wait. No, he wasn't immortal. No, was he immortal? No, he was a deity. He was a god, wasn't he? Adonis was a god. Am I crazy? Hold on. No, he was mortal. And then he was in love with, Aphrodite and Persephone. Persephone. Oh my god, Persephone. He was a mortal shepherd. Okay, yeah, okay. I was like, I was like, isn't he? I was like, eh? But basically, like, oh, Zane, thank you for the 10 gifted, honey. I appreciate it. Basically, like the summary of Adonis and Aphrodite. Also, if you got gifted a membership today, make sure you say thank you. Adonis fell, oh, no. Aphrodite fell in love with Adonis. And, basically, like, what's it called? So, hold on, let me backtrack. My brain is all like messed up. So Adonis was like, I think Aphrodite only fell in love with like 2 or 3, no, something like that, like mortals ever. And she loved Adonis so much. And she loved him from like the moment of being, basically, and then loved him until he died. And basically, like what ended up happening was, I guess, someone said, I'm trying to remember the timeline, because I remember, because there was like something that like happened to Aphrodite, and if anybody knows this, please let me know. Basically a bunch of stuff happened with Aphrodite, and someone said someone was more like beautiful than Aphrodite, and Aphrodite didn't like that. So she made, I think it was like some lady said that her granddaughter, no. Okay, so it was Adonis's grandma. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hold on. I'm remembering. Okay, so Adonis's grandma said her daughter was more beautiful than Aphrodite. Yeah, Medusa. And then Aphrodite said, yo, that sucks. And then and like basically she what's the word, she didn't like it, so she punished Adonis's grandma by making her daughter fall in love with her husband. And then who was like a king. And then because she did that, apparently it like set off a chain of events where her life sucks, even though she's a god. And so basically the daughter and basically snuck into her dad's bed and had sex with him. And then this went on for a while, and then finally her dad was like, you know what, I should turn the lights on. And then he brought he basically turned on a light and he was like, I need to know who this girl is who's so in love with me. And then he realized it's his daughter. So he immediately was like, okay, I have to kill her, because that's obviously the logical thing you have to do when you realize you fucked your daughter. You have to kill your daughter. That's like literally what happens. And so she manages to like escape. She gets out of there. She goes bye, and she flees. She like flees wherever, and then she like walks the world like sad and alone for a long time, and then she realizes that she got pregnant, and so she started to pray for like salvation and like help. She was like, please help me. And so the gods heard her prayer, and they turned her into a tree. And her name is Mira, by the way. And so the tree then turns things, basically they turned her into a tree to save her, because she was like, she's like, I can't live my life anymore. I don't want it. And they were like, okay, we turn you into a tree. And so every time she cries, it drops myrrh. And then basically a boar rams into the tree and pierces it with one of its like tusks, or what, like, yeah, I think they're called tusks, like the tusks. And then the tree opens, and then out pops a baby. And it's Adonis. So, and then I can't remember what it, I think it's like these nymphs of like the forest or whatever the fuck it is. They like get the baby, and they go, oh my god, we have to protect the baby. And so they basically anoint him in myrrh. So they basically, his mother's tears, they anoint him with. And then at that moment Aphrodite is walking by this tree, and she doesn't see a mom anywhere, not knowing that tree is Mira, because I don't know, I guess that's how that works. And so she sees the baby and goes, oh my god, I love this baby. And she decides to take the baby, and then she hides the baby in a chest, and then the chest, I think she gives it to Persephone. And then Adonis grows up into this really handsome lad, and he's like the most beautiful like dude ever or whatever. And when it came to be like time for Persephone to be like, yo, I took care of this baby for you, have it back, at that point, Aphrodite was like, I have been in love with this baby since it was born. I love this baby. I'm in love. She was like literally infatuated with this baby. And then, but like, you know, if you don't know who Persephone is, she is like, what's it called? She also, if you don't know who Persephone is, she's like the goddess of like spring, like nature. That's why if you watch Hades Town, she only goes back to Hades every couple of every couple of seasons. You know what I mean? So anyway, Persephone is like, no, you can't have this baby. Yeah, Hades' wife. And so because they were having a disagreement, Aphrodite was like, yo, I'm in love with this baby. And then Persephone was like, no, you can't have this baby. So they went to Zeus. And Zeus was like, I don't want to have any problems. I can't deal with this. I have too many of my own problems. Also, I can't help it. I'm late for a hit it and quit it deal down on Earth, to smack that booty into the core. So I'm gonna send you to the muses. Have fun, deuces. And basically um the muses decide that Adonis, oh no, so like Zeus like basically was like, yeah, I agree with whatever the muse said. And so basically what was decided was Adonis is going to spend some part of the year in the underworld with Persephone, and then another couple of months with Aphrodite. And then so I think it was like 4 months of the year with, yeah, 4 times, yeah, that's 12. Okay, so 4 months of the year with Persephone, 4 months of the years with Aphrodite, and then 4 months he's allowed to decide for himself whatever he wants. And then because Aphrodite was like, I want Adonis, I don't like this. So basically she didn't like it. She didn't like what Calliope said, because that was the muse. I think that was the main muse that headed this decision. And so to get back at her, she sent somebody to kill Orpheus, who was Calliope's son, which is like the story of Hades Town. And so, what's it called? The thing is, Adonis like loved Aphrodite though. So like it ended up working out in her favor. So it wasn't really like super necessary that she had to go get Orpheus killed, but whatever. Adonis loved Aphrodite. Like they were in love. Like they loved each other. And like the last 4 months that he could spend with for himself, he would spend with Aphrodite because they were so happy. Like, and so like that's kind of like part of the reason why we have seasons and stuff, because like I mean, like if you think about it, because like 8 months out of the year, like the sun was out, and then once Adonis was not around, it was like cold and sad and whatever. And then basically like Aphrodite was so in love with Adonis that she started to like neglect her duties and only care about herself, obviously, because she was in love with Adonis and wanted like to be like hot for him all the time. And like she like, and the thing is like I think she went through like a hunting phase with Artemis. And so this is also really important. I feel like she went through a hunting phase. This is really important. And so basically she learned hunting like deer and shit, but then she like kept away from like really like hard things. And then she told Adonis, like, I love you, don't attack wild shit because they'll kill you, because if you die, I'll be sad as fuck. So listen to me. Like, there's literally nothing in the world that will be able to like protect me from you, like and will stop how sad this will make me. Like, and then I think she specifically warned against like boars and shit and like lions or something. And she was like, I hate them because they could kill you. It sucks so bad. And Adonis, being the haughty man that he is, didn't take her seriously. And one day there was like I think like I can't remember what happened, but basically like a boar was awoken from its sleeping, and Adonis like got it with its spear, and the boar got really upset and it like chased Adonis. And then I think what happened, if I recall correctly, basically a tusk went into his dick, and he like died on a beach. And I think what I think there, like I think, oh my God, I'm trying to remember, because I think like also there's I know there's a twist to it, but I think it was like, I think people say that it was Ares that technically killed Adonis, because Adonis was, or no, Ares was also Aphrodite's like lover as well. And so he was upset that she loved Adonis a lot. And so, and because Ares was also able to turn into like wild beasts and shit, Aphrodite didn't tell him this. And so, some people say that, I think it was like Ares killed him. Some people say that it was Artemis who did it because she was avenging Hippolytus's death, who we were talking about earlier. Some people also say that the boar was also sent by Persephone, because Persephone is like the goddess of like nature or something. But I think I mainly think she was like the goddess of fertility. I don't really remember, but I just remember that she's Hades' wife. Anyway, and then because like Adonis didn't want to go because like basically they did like divorce court, right? So like you would spend time with your mom here, and this is when you'll spend time with your other mom. Like it's like that. But like he didn't want to go 1 year, I guess. And like Persephone got mad and decided to kill him. There's a bunch of different reasons why he could have died. It could have also just been like Adonis didn't give a shit and he died with a tusk to the dick. So, basically getting back to the red roses, but Aphrodite was so like basically heard the pain and cries of Adonis and like went to him, but she arrived like way too late. And on her way, she like, I guess like she stepped on like the thorns of like a white rose, right? And like she stained like a flower with like blood, her blood, and the rose turned red. And the story is that like this is because she was rushing to her lover. It is said that like that is the first ever red rose to appear on Earth, and it stands for passionate love because of how passionate Aphrodite and Adonis's like love was. And there's like another version of the story as well. I'm also really into flowers, so bear with me. I love like flowers and their meanings and like the origins and shit. Basically the other story is like because Aphrodite got so upset that he died and then like blamed the god of like god fate for his death. She sprinkled the blood of like she mixed Adonis's blood and like some seed or whatever, or like I don't know, like pollen, something like that, I don't know, and like she like mixed it together, and then basically that bore the color of like a dark red from the flower that it grew, and it was the color of Adonis's blood. So, oh, bye, Coffee. Have a good one, hon. Also, hello. I'm okay. How are you? But yeah, that's kind of how we got to the story, with how we got to flowers. Yeah. Like kind of crazy, honestly. But what's it called? One of the stories that I did do like theater to was Arachne. And like, which is incidentally one of my favorites, because it also, because I love like stories with Athena in it as well. And because I also really like Athena. Hold on, let me get the picture, because we're not talking about Zeus anymore. Look at her. Look at Athena. Look at this lady. So the story of Arachne. How many people in chat are familiar with the story of Arachne, out of curiosity? This actually, I did a movement piece, like theatrical piece for a class, and told the story of Arachne, and I broke several bones, I broke like 3 toes, and I twisted my ankle during during it, but it was great, and I got an A. So not really. Yes, me. Okay, cool. So if I'm missing anything, if you guys know the story, like, please let me know. And feel free to chime in. Because like I'm not entirely, it's been a while, but I think this story is awesome. Yeah, and like what's really funny is I broke like 3 toes. I splinted them using band-aids, and then I put like a band-aid on each toe, and then I would splint them together with a larger band-aid, and then I proceeded to wear heels and go out on the town that night. How? Because I had a tumble. I had to do some tumbling and like moving around to try to tell a story. And because like I didn't want to stop because I broke my foot. Like I broke toes. I didn't want to like stop the story because of it. Like, why would I do that? It was going great. And it was just really funny because like performances, I was going really, whenever I do performances, I always go really hard. And then rehearsal, I'd probably say it's like, I probably operate like at an 80%. Which is really fun. So okay. But anyway, so the story of Arachne. So Arachne, which is basically spider, which, you know, we get arachnid. She was a really gorgeous woman and everything. And she like was really good at like weaving and shit. Because like webs and stuff. And everyone was like absolutely like gobsmacked by how beautiful her work was. And she would boast to people and like brag that she had better talent, like she was more talented than the goddess Athena. And have you noticed like there's a trend where mortal people are like, oh my god, I'm like better than quote unquote this god, because like, you know, narcissism. Like, I mean, like no one can like out narcissist but like, you know, and like gods were like offended because you know, that's crazy. And basically like the general story is that like Athena turned her into a spider. But anyway, but basically like because this was so like this, like the fact that she would boast that she was better than Athena, she was like she like obviously she was like seriously like arrogant about it. And like the reason why she started telling people that she was better than Athena was because people kept saying, oh my god, like she has to be like the trained prodigy of Athena. And And then like Athena was like, yo, what? And so like she went to Athena went to Arachne and was like, I give you an opportunity to repent, regret what you said. And so like she disguised herself as an old lady. And Athena went to Arachne and warned her first, which I think is really nice. Because like you think about all the other gods, no warning. They just went all in. And at least Athena, she was like, Arachne, dude, if you keep saying that, the gods are gonna be pissed at you. And she was like, nah. It is okay. It's totally fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Hold on, I have to blow my nose. I had a revelation that I might be a dummy. Is it from your DM this morning? I didn't respond to it, but you were so funny. Also, hi Rigel. But yeah. Anyway. Would it be accurate to think the first furries was Greek? Probably. Like if you think about it, Zeus. So, like Zeus is like, he's like the man with the legit fursuit. So basically Athena was like, yo, chill. And then Arachne was like, no, are you kidding? I bet if Athena was here right now, like because she was so confident that she would win, she was like, if I lose, I will accept any punishment that Athena decides. And then Athena was like, ayo, bet. And then basically de-ages. She's no longer an old woman, and she accepts the challenge. And they created like an arena of sorts where they would pit their artistic abilities towards and against each other. Like people came to see it, like nymphs were like horrified to watch Arachne. And like Arachne, like basically Athena was at a loom, Arachne was at a loom, and they were both working with like beautiful threads and like doing a lot of really gorgeous work. And basically what happened was the tapestry that Athena created it was just like scenes of like historical moments of the gods. Basically she portrayed Zeus as like an Olympic champion. Same with like Poseidon, her own personal victories. Like when Athens became named after her, that was a really important one. And then at like the end of the tapestry, this petty bitch was like, you know what? I'm going to show what happens to humans that defy the gods, that dare challenge us and have been punished. And she put it in her tapestry because she's a crazy bitch. And no, it wasn't rigged. I think one of the nice things I liked about this was what's it called? Sorry. People keep DMing me and I keep getting distracted. But what's it called? I thought it was pretty, like, basically they set up an arena where Athena actually like participated in the skill, and then like Arachne also participated in the skill, and like they both portrayed something on their tapestry. I mean, like, I think the thing that made like, we're gonna get to that, but basically Arachne on her tapestry, she only depicted like the gods cheating, and like basically she showed like Zeus like being a cheater. She showed how Zeus turned into a swan and how he turned into a bull and turned into an eagle. I think like literally everything that you can think of and what he turned into. Like that's what she put on her tapestry. And then basically it was like all of the stuff that the gods did wrong, she put on her tapestry, which like I get, right? Like you're like, yeah, the gods fucked up, but like in a competition, okay, this is where I think about it. Okay, if you're doing a competition against a god and the judges are gods, why would you do that? Why would you think that why would you do that? Because you're trying to win, right? If you're gonna be arrogant about your skills, you should show off your skills. And maybe like a little pandering is okay. You know what I mean? Hubris, I don't give a shit. Just because like of your hubris doesn't mean you're smart. Like, hello. like come on, a girl. And so like, and like, don't get me wrong, like I get like that was very like she was very much within her right to be like, I understand how awful this was, or like and like, or not understand, but like I am mad and I am angry about these things that the gods have done. They are not good people. Why do we worship them? But like from like a strategic standpoint, for me, I can have all these opinions, right? But like if I'm trying to beat the ass of another god, I wouldn't do that then. I would wait till I win and then be like, as the winner, we will now discuss how I, a mortal, am better than a god. And this is why a god, and these are why the gods suck. So like that's, for me, strategically, that's what makes sense. Like doing it in the actual competition is probably not a good idea. I love the story though. I know I'm being like really sassy about it, but I really do like this story. And so basically because she'd shown very little, like because she showed basically no respect for the gods, and then she basically mocked the gods of Olympus. What's it called? Like, she lost. But like, because basically the way it went was like, Athena was like, your tapestry is gorgeous, girl. Like, your tapestry was stunning. But Athena was so devastated by like the humiliation of the gods, because like, I mean, like, I get it, like if I was a god and this like other person was like, yo, everybody you love and everybody in your family are like a disgrace, I too would also be upset. I get that. And so Athena destroyed her tapestry, and basically then Athena turned Arachne into a spider, and then said that Arachne and all of her descendants would then be spiders. But even though they are spiders, they will continue to always be skillful weavers. And though that's the thing that I love about this story, and one of the reasons why I really love Athena is because in this story, like, in a lot of the times that gods are doing these kinds of challenges where they basically are being challenged by mortals, which, like, they're very in the right to do, like, God. But like, they're very within their right to do. I really liked it because I think it was still a fair, like, quote unquote fight. Like, they both were able to show their skills in weaving and tapestry making, and the only reason really why Arachne really because Athena was upset that her entire, like, life and family got mocked. But the thing that's really awesome about that is that she is still able to acknowledge skill. And I love that, like, because, like, there are so many people out there, like, you may not like them, you may not agree with them, but you have to admit there are really skillful people out there. And it was, like, one of those things where, like, there's still, like, a level of respect in there, and I really like that. I mean, as much respect as turning someone into a spider can be, but and, like, even in turning Arachne into a spider, she got to maintain her skill, which I really loved as well. And so, like, she still got to be and continue to be a skillful weaver, which is so cool. I really love it. I love that story. I love, like, just that in general. I think it's really great. So, like, yeah. I really like Athena. I think she's really cool. For those of you who don't know, Athena in general, she is the goddess of, like, wisdom and strategy, basically. You know? If it wasn't for the whole Medusa thing, I would have nothing against Athena. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, everyone's got their one. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I try to play pretty fair, but even I've got my own stories, you know? So, you know. I think it was always fair. Meanwhile, Zeus goes, haha, get your liver eaten. Kinda. You know? If we're talking about Medusa, though, to basically, like, because, like, I get it. I get it. Like, because Athena got upset, because it was, like, I think it was, like, she was jealous of Medusa's beauty, I think it was, and she found out that people loved Medusa more than her, and I'm like, yeah, girl, you know what? I get you. Like, I get that. I understand. I understand, like, I understand what that feels like, where you start to feel sad and get worried that people love other people more than you. You know, no one wants to feel replaced or replaceable. And I think that's fair. But basically, the story of Medusa is, like, if you want, like, I guess, like, the TLDR, you know, in Poseidon, or am I thinking of someone else? No, you're correct. Medusa had a silly little had a silly little bapa dooba da ba da with Poseidon. But basically, because like the best, I guess like the best known story for Medusa is like the Roman story, or like the Roman, yeah, it was, I think it's the Roman version of the story, which is like Medusa seduced Neptune or Poseidon, and into and they did it in the temple. They did it in Athena's temple, or I guess if we're talking Roman, Minerva. And Minerva didn't like this. She said, yo, what the actual fuck? In my house? You fucked in my house for what? And so in revenge, she basically turned Minerva turned Medusa's head, like her hair, into snakes, and had the ability to turn men into stone. What's it called? And then Perseus was sent to cut off her head. And then what's it called? Like from her neck came out Pegasus and Pegasus' brother. I don't remember what's his name. I just remember Pegasus. So if you ever wondered how Pegasus was born, he was not born with Cirrus or Stratos Cumulus. He was born from Medusa's neck. And Chris, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was like, it was Pegasus and Pegasus' brother. And then I think in Greek stories, they put Athena into, or not Athena. They put Medusa's head into like, or like they kept it in like Athena's temple or something. Yeah. So yeah. But she was like the only mortal of like 3 Gorgons. And the other 2 Gorgons, her sisters, were immortal. And so it was a huge deal when she died, because she was the only one who could die. And we saw in Clash of the Titans. Yeah, I know. The entire time we've been talking about Medusa, I've just been thinking about Clash of the Titans. That's a good movie though. We should watch it. But like, I guess like if we want to talk more about her general story, like she like for me, I guess like if we like to talk a little more about Athena, like I really love Athena. What's it called? Like she was the goddess of wisdom. She's also and like battle strategy, or I guess like goddess of war. And she was also like what's it called? Because she was like a virgin god, she was also associated with like peace and like we were talking about earlier with Arachne, with crafting. She was considered to be very regal, but also be able to be very like stern and disciplinary and fair. And she claimed victory over Poseidon and claimed the capital, which is why some people say that Athens was named after Athena. Athena, I get like, was known to care deeply and think deeply about human needs, and understand the depth of others, which I really like. And She also gave humans an olive tree. Talk about Hades? No, we haven't. So hold on, excuse me. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Keep DMing me. But what's it called? Like, because she was born as like an adult from Zeus's forehead, or brain or whatever. She like literally was wearing like a full suit of armor when she was born. But because of that, she never like got to experience like a childhood. And so like she was known to not being able to be dependent, and she doesn't like not knowing things. She never had a sense of like curiosity and that kind of stuff. And so like if we're talking about in Greek times, or at the time, basically the reason why the term virgin was used was because it showed and it was basically more of an expression of like female independence than it was lack of sexual behavior. And sorry, my throat is starting to hurt, so I might have to wrap up soon. Athena, basically, she missed out on a lot of stuff. Like, even though, so like, because for Umi, no, it's okay. It's just because I'm sick. Because if I mean, obviously I sound a lot better and I'm doing a lot better. I'm still like technically sick from when I was sick during my donathon. So like I need to like sleep more, and I need to like take more more of my meds, because I think we're hitting around the time that I need to take more. So I apologize if I keep like muting to like blow my nose or something. But basically, because she didn't have this experience with like having a childhood, she has no understanding of how to like learn how to do something. She just knows how to already be good at it. Oh, hi, Yumi Dragonfly. And the thing is, like, Medusa was one of the priestesses for Athena, which is why she got so upset when they decided to like slap whole ass Doritos in her shrine. And then like Athena, and one of the things that ended up happening was because like Athena didn't really understand like the relationship between Poseidon and Medusa. Like that was one of the things that was really crazy, because like because she had an opportunity to learn I guess like how certain things are, I guess sometimes she only could see Medusa having had made the choice to basically fuck in her temple. And then also Medusa was no longer like broke her promise of like fidelity, basically. And so that's where that comes in. And then what's it called? Medusa, you know, that's how we get to the story of Medusa. But like I think it's really cool. Like, I mean, I understand that obviously like don't turn people into snakes, like that's bad. And like if you're upset, like, you know, there are other ways to work it out. Don't kill people. But I think out of all the gods, I think Athena is always going to be my favorite. Very genuinely, I think she's great. So yeah, out of curiosity, before we wrap up, who are your favorite like Greek gods and goddesses? Are we still talking about Zeus? No, we spent about like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours just talking about Zeus. Only Zeus has that pass? No, Zeus can get fucked. Hades? Hades is a good one. Like, Hades, he was swallowed by Cronus and then was freed by Zeus. And then they defeat Cronus together. I like Athena and Artemis, and Hades is pretty cool. Artemis is a good one. Yeah, I do agree with that. Are you like Hermes? Ooh, I don't think I've met another person who likes Hermes, so that's really fun. That's really fun. No, I guess we need a full series of mist streams. What god would you guys want? I know we primarily talked about Zeus, and I talked about Athena. If we do another myth stream, who do you guys want to talk about next? We also talked about Aphrodite today too. Who would you guys want to cover next? Is probably the most pleasant goddess. I can agree with that. Like, she was like she's the goddess of like home, like homeliness, you know? But more Norse myths after Greeks. Well, we have to get through the Greek. So like hit me up once we've gotten through all of the Olympians. Someone give me thank you. Good morning, Dyer. Okay, we could do Hades and we could do Hades next. I think so. Like, we'll do it the way that like kind of how we did today. How like you guys get to pick a god and I'll pick a god. Like, because I wanted to talk about Athena because I really like Athena. So we can talk about Hades next, and then we can also talk about what's it called? We can talk about either. Well, I'll pick one. So Hades, and then I will pick another god for us to talk about. So we always have two gods to talk about. And then if we talk about other ones along the way, hell yeah. But did you guys have fun? Did you guys like talking about this, or did you guys learn anything new today? Good time. I really enjoy it. Also, here is the hold on, let me show you guys the family tree that Brooksy found. Hold on, let me make sure this is safe for stream. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Here's the key. So, child, marriage, affair, sea foam, burst fully armed from the forehead. Okay. So Gaia. So Uranus is the child of Gaia. And then you get, you know, sea foam for Aphrodite. And then Gaia and Uranus. So Uranus filly-dillied with Gaia. And then they had they married and they had Themis, Mnemosyne, Hyperion, Thea, Creus, Oceanus, Tethys. Okay, these are so obviously, so you have Zeus. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. Oh my god, do you see Poseidon? Wait, that's kind of funny. Okay, anyway. Wait, this is a really funny tree. Hold up. Where's this one from? More kids, more kids, more kids. Siblings had Leto. Okay, so okay. Now we still in the Titans. Yeah, I was about to say, hold on a second. Because I didn't realize how big this was. Okay, there's Zeus. Zeus born. Wait, did they put born from the forehead? Yeah, they did. Burst fully armed from forehead. Oh my god. Look at this. Okay, Zeus and Hera had Ares and Hephaestus. Zeus and Leto. So these two siblings had Leto and then kept it within the family tree. Leto had a kid. Was Zeus, had Apollo and Artemis. Pleione and Atlas had Maya. And Maya and Zeus, keeping it in the family, had Hermes. And then, well, okay, I mean, like, we talked about it earlier, but technically, you know, Dionysus. Let's see, more children. Okay, there's Poseidon, Hestia, Hades, and Demeter. Look at Hestia. Can you look at Hestia's, look at their faces. Hold on. Look at Demeter's face and look at Hestia's face. They're so over it. Holy shit, this is so funny. That's so funny. I love that. They're like so over it. That's so good. I like Artemis. Athena looks great. Man, they said, let's keep it in the family. Zeus will only be attracted to people who are related to other gods. They said, keep it in the family. 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 And then there's fucking Aphrodite. There's Aphrodite. Oh boy. Birthed from... Oh, wait, I get it. Because Uranus had his dick cut off. Oh. I get it. That's why he's covering his crotch. Because he got his dick cut off. And then it got thrown into the ocean. And the semen turned into Aphrodite. Oh my god, I get it now. I thought he was just naked. I legit just thought he was naked. That's so funny. Yeah, we can I will keep this. I will keep this chart. Thank you for finding it, Brixie. Wasn't it the balls? No, it was his dick. At least that's what's it called? I was pretty sure it was his dick. Okay, so we'll cover Hades and we'll cover another Greek god that I decide later. So, at the end of every stream, I give out the membership count. So we are currently at boop boop a-doo. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure it matches what's on the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me brain rot. I don't normally get to talk about a lot of the things that I brain rot over, so this was really fun. Because like there's a lot of random stuff that I'm really into and I know a lot of stuff about because I really enjoy it. And then but like I never really get to talk about it, and so I hope you enjoyed. I usually just get to talk about like the video games that I really like or the shows I like, so this is fun. So at the end of every stream I give out the membership count. We are currently at 310 members. Thank you for 310 members. Thank you to my tier 3 plus members: Random, Misfis, Isaac, Drisbane, Mike, Nico, Simpleot, Pat, Pigeon, Renee, Goat, Nori, Zane, Kumamoru, QQ, Flash, Bro, Dogo, Heath, Halhorn, Denny, Fenny, Sky, Beatbox, Highway, and Keating. Thank you for being tier 3 plus members. And remember, we're currently at 26 tier 3 plus members. So when we hit 30, we'll do a cute little hangout party. for tier 3s. We'll have like maybe a game night. I was thinking we'll play some games. Like maybe we'll play Half Dead, or like what's it called? Or like we'll watch a movie or something. Be super fun. Okay. And then just a reminder that I am going to what's it called? Anime NYC this weekend, so there will not be a stream on Friday and there will not be a stream on Saturday, but I will be back. Next week. We'll be doing a hand cam. We'll be doing a hand cam to show you guys what I did, and we'll talk about what I did at Anime NYC. I also, hold on, I have the schedule for next week already done, so let me show it to you guys. Okay, here's the schedule for next week. I went to Anime NYC, and also it's the end of Umi month. Unfortunately, I will be out of town on that Saturday, because that Saturday I'm going to be visiting my family to have like some Umi month fun with them. So that's why the last 3 days are off. But I squished some streams together. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm all yours. And so Tuesday, we'll have a hand cam and a Zatsu. I'll tell you guys what happened at Anime NYC. On Wednesday, we're back with, you guys know that I love one-word chaotic mystery titles. And so this one is called Neo. So you'll get a stream called Neo. I'm not gonna, yeah, that's all I can really say. It's just, you know, Neo. That's it. And then on Thursday, we haven't done, Neo pets. I don't know. It could be like Neo from Matrix. It could be like, what's it called? Neo, I don't know, like Neosporin. Like it could be like, I don't know, Neomycin. Neo. It could be like me reading the definitions of the word Neo. It's Neopets. I love that you guys are so sure that it's Neopets. Well, if you guys already know, if you guys already think it's Neopets and know it's Neopets, I guess we don't have to do the stream then. Damn, that's crazy. No, but like, basically it could be anything. What's it called? Because like Neo, the definition of Neo is basically like new or like revived. So you'll find like literally like the word Neo is used for a lot of like, what's the word? Like it's used as a root word for a lot of terms and like science and stuff like that. But yeah. And then on Thursday, we'll be doing Umi Month karaoke. I know I'm still sick. I know that I will not be able to sing my best, but we haven't done karaoke all month and I kind of miss it. So we'll do that. We'll do that kind of thing. So that being said, we are going to wrap up here. We're gonna go raid as well. So I will see you guys when I get back. I hope you better miss me lots, because I hope you do, and so I hope you do. I hope you had a lot of fun today. I did. And don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. And I will see you guys around. Yeah? So also don't forget to grab my merch. It's only available until September 14th. And with Umi month ending, that means you only have about 2-3 weeks left to get the merch. So have fun. Have fun. If you buy the merch, make sure you grab the order number and send it to the mods. We don't want any of your personal information. Just give us the order number. So, you ready? So when I say Otsu Umi, you say Otsu Uwumi. Okay? And Abyss Gang, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for letting me be part of your day. If you put me on in the background or if you were watching actively, thank you very, very much. We love you. And so chat, make sure you say hi to Abyss Gang really quickly. And I think that's it. So if I don't see you in the next stream, I will see you in the Discord server. The link for the Discord server is in the YouTube description. And if I don't see you in the Discord server, I will see you on Twitter. And if I don't see you on Twitter, I will see you when I see you. Yeah! Atsumi! Bye-bye! And don't forget to stream Endless Blue!